Hello and welcome. Today we are going to solve this problem of how to parse expression matching. For example, okay, this expression. Okay, so you see this one matches this one matches this one matches this one, and this one matches this one. So this is a correct regular expression, whereas this one is an incorrect expression. Okay, so this is wrong, so the program should return false for this. Okay, so let's clear this out and let's start again. So let's rub it out and let's start. So we're going to write a program where going to write a program where we are going to pass this expression. So to solve these kind of problems, the best way is to use a stack. Okay, so let me use the pencil here. So let's use a stack here. Okay, and let's say the expression is this one. Okay, this is the expression. So the algorithm is, so whenever we encounter an open brace, okay, we push it to the stack, and whenever we encounter a closed brace, we check it with the stack top. If it's of the same type, we pop and we keep checking the same way. If it is not of the same type, we will return an error. Okay, we'll return an error. So let's do this. So first one is a open flower brace. We'll push it to the stack. This one is also an open brace, which will push it to the stack. This is also an open one, so let's push it to the stack. Now this is a closed one. Okay, this is a closed one, so we have to match it with the stack top. Does this match? Is this and this is of the same type, right? So we will match it and pop it off the stack. Okay, so we'll erase this, and now this is not present. It is matched properly. We'll pop it off and we will move further. Now this one is a closed brace, so we'll match it with the stack top. This one and this one is matching, so we will have to pop this out. So it matched, and we'll keep checking with the other things, right? Okay, now this brace is also matching this one, right? So we'll pop this off also, and now the stack is empty and there are no more characters to process. This expression is correct one. Simple, right? So now let's take an expression which is not satisfying. Okay, so let me make the pencil thicker here. Okay, so let's take an expression which does not work. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this one matches this one, that's fine. This one does not match this one, right? So this should prove false. Okay, so let's take a stack and push the first brace here. It's an open brace. Then we push the second one, which is this. It's also open, that's why we push it. And the other one is also an open brace. We pushed it onto the stack. Now the second one is a closed one which does not match this. This and this don't match, so this expression is false. Okay, so this is the algorithm we are going to implement. It will also work for such cases. Sorry, not this one. Okay, so this will also work for these cases where the braces are like this. This is the input string. The braces are like this. Still it will work. Okay, let's write the program for this. So we'll introduce you to Python. Python is a beautiful programming language. Let's close this paint. So let's start coding this in Python. Okay, so let me teach the data types in Python first. Of course, there is data type of integer, there's data type of float, then there's data type of boolean, there's data type of complex numbers, float. So let's learn one by one. How do you initialize a variable in Python? We use the variable name is equal to the value. Okay, and automatically the Python knows that x is of the type integer, int. Okay, you can see integer, it infers the type. Let's say y is equal to some string in double quotes. So in Python, double quotes and single quotes are the same thing. If you hover on this, it will show it's of the type string. Even if I change it to single quotes, it becomes same string type. If you hover on y, it is still of the type string. Okay, then there's another boolean type. So type underscore boolean is equal to true. So this with a capital T. In other programming language you will find small t, but here it starts with capital T or capital FALC. Okay, so that's one thing. How to take input from the user? There's a nice function which is input. Please enter a number. Okay, so let's run this and it will ask for a number. Please enter a number 5. Okay, so we enter a number and it will give you the number also. Number is equal to this print. Print is a handy function to print anything. Okay, so let's print that number again. 2000, 200. Let's print it 200. Okay, so how to divide stuff? Let's say you want to check if it's a number. Please enter a number. How to convert numbers? So basically, how to check the type of some variable? Type of number. Okay, so it will print what is the type of the number, and you will be surprised it's a string. Okay, so you'll be surprised it's a string type. Okay, why it's a string? See, by default input will give you string. Okay, you have to convert into a number, then you have to use the variable, you have to use the function int. Okay, so we are assigning number is equal to int of number. Now we'll run this. 20. Now it's an integer type. We have converted into integer. Similarly, we can convert using this. Let's say you want to convert the number back into string, is equal to str of number. Now once again you will see the type of this will be printed as string. Okay, how to convert integers to strings and string to integer? You got it, right? So similarly, let me teach you if loops, if in Python. So one very important thing is, let's say if I indentation in Python. Okay, I'll teach you what is indentation. So let's say I write a function. How to write a function in Python? You start with keyword def and the function name. Okay, and if you want to send any arguments like numbers or integers, you can send it here. Let's say I send an expression here which is of the type string, colon, and here the function body starts. Now whatever you write here, for example you write a print function hi, you see this indent tells Python interpreter that this print function belongs to this function, this statement belongs to this function. If you don't do this, it will complain. First of all, because there's nothing in the function body. First of all, because of that. Okay, at least one statement should be there. And if you don't want to write anything in the Python, you can write pass. So this print function doesn't belong to this function. This statement doesn't belong to function because the indentation is on the same level as the line number 11 of the function. Okay, so if I do the indent like this, this statement becomes a part of this function. I'll just show you. See, now when you run it, okay, let me call the function otherwise. So now when you run it, since I'm not calling this function, the print hi is not getting printed because print is a part of this function right now. But if I remove this indent, now you see hi will get printed in the last. I did not enter any number. So it's printing high because this high is not a part of this function, whereas previously it was. So Python compiles the code from top to bottom. Okay. So let's put it back here. Now we'll write a function to parse this regular expression. Is matching parentheses. So okay. So we'll write this function. We'll implement the stack. So how to declare an array in Python? Array is equal to open and close braces. This indicates that there's an array. Okay, it's a list. Actually, it's not a array, but we can treat it like that. It's a list in Python. We are starting a list in Python here. Okay. Now, the specialty of string data type is you can iterate on the items using for loop for C in expression. So what will happen is, for example, let's say expression is equal to so this is the expression which will pass. Okay, it's a valid expression. Another expression which will not pass is equal to this will not pass, right? So this is also a string anyway for now. So we can get one character by one character. It's an iterable. You can get, if you write this expression, one by one all characters will be populated in C. Okay, you will see this. So for now, I'll give you an example here. Some string is equal to hi there. Okay, for C in some string, print C. So one by one you will see all the characters are printed in the string. Let me run this. So you see hi there is printed one by one from this for loop. Okay. So you can iterate through the characters in Python in the for loop. So I'll uncomment this for loop for C in expression. Now we have to indent one line, right? Now if C is equal to an open brace or if C is equal to open brackets, you push it onto the stack, array dot append. Okay, we are treating this list as a stack. Append C. Okay, if it is not both of them, definitely it should be a closed brace. Else, if C is equal to closed brace and we are checking if the array dot pop, the last item, is not that one, not equal to open brace, that means the expression is not valid. Return false. We don't have to check anymore. We'll return false. If C is equal to closed brackets, square brackets, and array dot pop is not equal to closed brace, return false in both the conditions, right? So you see, if it's an open brace, we are putting it onto the stack. We keep putting on the stack, just like I explained when I was using Paint program. I explained graphically. Now when it's a closed brace, I'm checking for the same type of open brace on the last stack top. Same here. I'm returning false if it does not matching, because even if one match is not happening, that means the expression is false. This is done. Now in the last I have to check if the array is empty or not, because let's say this expression is right, but you have one open brace which is not matching anything, so array will not be empty. Okay, so what you have to check, if length of array, length is a function, is equal to 0, return true, else return false. Right? The last condition. So that's not the way to write in Python. So you put a colon and then put return here. Okay. Control Alt L. So now we'll call this function is matching parenthesis expression 1. I think expression 1 is here. Expression is there. Expression. Let's see what is the result. Print the result. And not expression. Let's see. Let's run this. Let's remove this input and all those things. So hopefully you understood this. So seems like there's a small bug here. I should have written open braces. Okay. So this expression has passed and this expression has failed. Hope you liked it, and let's continue in the next class. Thank you.